You got the country mouse. You got to have your city mouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys.
True.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Yeah, so we're working on the first secret, being true to yourself. I don't know, you guys came in late. This is the book that we're talking about. And I asked to speak on it simply because of our discussion a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about near-death experience and how, we want to die. I firmly believe that everybody can choose exactly how they want to die. I've seen it way too many times. Exactly how they want to die, when they want to die. And I'm like 105 doing an extreme sport.
Yes.
Skydiving.
Yes.
Oh,
Skydiving.
it's not extreme
Yeah.
enough. It's got to be
It's
something
not
even more
extreme enough.
extreme. No.
I know I can't skydive. I think that's too extreme. I think I would die on the way down before I got.
I'm not. I don't even like having somebody walk behind me when I'm on a balcony of a hotel. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
I'm like,
creepy.
get the hell away from me! Looking over the balcony is terrifying.
Yeah.
Skydiving, yeah, out your mind. I never even been on an airplane. Seriously,
That could be
Oh
really
my
crazy.
goodness.
I want to go to Europe. I want to go on a boat, just like my dad came over here.
I don't want. I'm afraid of the ocean. Not like I don't want to get in there. I think there's too much that could happen, and you don't have no control.
I can swim
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, there's lots of sharks too.
And
I don't
those
have
waves,
wings. I have a better chance of out swimming that shark than hitting
those
that water.
waves,
I got no
Go-
argument.
those waves will get you, flip you, and
Oh, yeah, they will.
I thought I drowned one time, but I didn't. But I thought I did.
You never saw Titanic?
Yeah, that it don't happen like that in real life.
Rose.
Yeah.
Jack, come back.
Jack, come back.
For sure.
Oh, that's too funny.
So what a lot of people in these interviews said, there's nothing worse than coming to the end of your life and realizing that you have followed a path that was not your own, that was maybe a parent's dream for you, or a spouse's dream for you, and you basically end up living someone else's life. And to me, that's the most sorriest way to live life. I've had a lot of people criticize me on how I live my life, and I'm like, but I'm happy and I know what I'm doing and I enjoy it. And my thing always was, a lot of people go by riches and things. My thing was, I want to control everything but own nothing.
Yeah.
And that is like the perfect way to live.
Yeah.
Control everything but own nothing. So you don't have
The worries of the world,
Right, exactly. You don't have those worries at all.
It's
So
like
you're
a weight that you put on yourself, and it weighs you down.
It does. It does.
And the more things you get, the more bills you get, and the more weighed down you are.
I just think that's how society treats you. Even when you're a kid, I was worried about not doing my homework. You know?
Yeah. You start early because they ingrain it in you. You start school at 3 and 4 years old, so you're indoctrinated from that time, and you're told what to believe, how families are supposed to be, how you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to think. You're taught all these things from the age of 3 and 4 years old.
Yeah, very true. So don't try to be anyone else. Just make sure you're being who you are.
And be true to you. Yeah.
There's like 2 levels there. The first is living day by day, day to day. Am I living true to my soul every single day?
Yes.
Am I living a happy, purposeful life? Because living one happy, purposeful day, and you accumulate all of those days, equates to a happy, purposeful life.
Yeah.
And I find that to be true. It's very strange living in a tower. I never thought I'd be living in a tower, seeing the treetops.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, so today, is this a good tired or a bad tired? And I would say, like, a good tired is you're focusing on the things that really matter to you. But a bad tired is it looks like you're winning, but you're really not being true to yourself. Oh, where'd Mama go?
Should be back.
Oh, hey, Caroline, I'm still sick.
I know. You look sick. You have that.
There we go. I couldn't even
What's
see the
going on?
chat wasn't moving. So I
Yeah.
had
I
to,
wonder where you went.
yeah, I
What's going
had
on,
to
John Giddings?
refresh because I couldn't see anybody. I was like, wait a minute now. I'm not seeing anybody, but I see people in here. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Sorry I
Nikki.
missed you guys. I didn't see the chat.
So is everybody living true to themselves? Like, what is your true purpose? What is true for you, Jack? Like, living every day. What's your truth?
Being thankful for every minute of every day, just because of everything
Yeah.
that's happened. Having the ability to share, my daily experiences with people out here online, and talk about everything. And it's really been a blessing and an eye opener, for me, because just to have people reaching out to me asking me questions. Number one, like, I actually know the answer, but just try to give the
Yeah.
best advice that I can. It's a blessing.
Oh, there's Lando.
Oh, yeah,
Toys.
Land of Misfits. There you go.
What's true for me is calling out all the
God.
fake people.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, I knew you were
Oh,
gonna show up.
wow.
That's awesome. Love the
Oh.
channel. Love the channel.
Love it.
Big fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. Oh, that's
Abigail's
good.
thankful for cleaning her house.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm thankful for my family and my YouTube channel and my friends and this life as it is. You know what I mean? Like I think life could be better always, but I'm happy. Right now. But I keep pushing too at the same time. So
Right.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to look at the end of the day and say, was this a good tired or a bad tired? And did you take the path of Destina, which is the true path that you were born to take? And I believe that the way I live is the true path that I was born to take by following my bliss and following my heart. I just enjoyed it every day, that, like, having some people over that a lot of people wouldn't have over, missionaries. I'm like, there's so much fun. There's so
Yeah.
many different things that you could talk about. And they meet so many neat people that
Yes.
tell you
I've
about.
talked for hours with the missionaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had, some really good conversations. And then some conversations that I didn't quite understand, but that's okay.
Yeah, because you learn even from the ones that
Yeah.
you don't understand. I completely understand what you mean by that, because
Yes.
a lot of times I'm like, wait, what?
And
Like,
it
Jack
really
will
makes
talk
you
about a
think.
lot of things, and I'm like, wait, what?
I talk about a lot of things, and my mom's like, "What? What did you just say?"
Very, very strange things.
Yes.
So you should never stop asking yourself if you're following your heart. And I have sometimes said, am I really following my heart at this time in my life? And if I'm not, then I kind of have to make adjustments
Right.
and change it up.
Yes.
yeah, that's true.
Well,
So I
Lando, I'm glad you came by to see us. And you're right, Abigail. Never give up on yourself. Hey, John, Asia, Caroline,
wow, this is
Nacho.
Florida, nice and warm. No snow down here today.
That's good. We didn't get no snow. We've had snow for 2 weeks that held on for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been terrible here.
We had it very cold. I was surprised that it was colder here than up north today. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
It was 47 degrees here today, and it's only been like 13 and 14.
Yeah, we had 12.
Ah,
I guess, okay, so I'm between you and Jack.
yeah.
So it was warm where you were, and
Cold were
well, not so cold where Jack was. Like it was only 12 here today, and it was in
And
the
it was
Damn.
22.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like about that
so
here.
she
It was
was
about
she's in
that here,
between us,
too.
and she was colder than me or you.
yeah.
Isn't
That
that
It was
was
something?
very
something.
strange. Very
And McFly, he's in
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. So
city slicker.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's got all this country folk, and he's the city slicker.
But he kind of fits in. He slides right in there, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the second secret that they talk about is leaving no regrets. This one could be really hard for a lot of people, I think. And what was found is what we fear the most isn't death, actually. It's not the act of dying, but it's not having lived your life to the fullest.
Right.
And I believe it.
See, I try to walk away from every situation with I always say, keep clean hands, a pure heart, and a clear mind in every situation. If you can walk away from that situation that way, then you should be fine. You know,
Yes.
you shouldn't have any regrets at all.
Yes.
I don't know.
Hey,
Like I said,
Tori.
that scared me though. Like when my dad passed away, because I don't know. Like he just turned 60. It was crazy, and like I know he was like kind of like a bigger guy, but like for it just to happen like that and be that quick, it was just crazy to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because like he was the most solid part of my family. He kept like all my family, my cousins, everybody together. And then like after he passed away, like the family kind of like drifted apart. Like you don't realize like when you lose a pillar like that, like it
Well, they're
affects
kind of the
everything.
glue that holds everything together. You know,
Exactly.
everybody comes together to come see mom and dad or mama and papa, and when they're gone, you don't realize what a void it will leave because the family isn't getting together like they used to.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. Very true. I believe you really have to have courage to move forward, especially instead of like running away from anything that we fear. Like we really need the courage to go forward. And sometimes, like I said, in my life, I'm just like, what am I doing here, surrounded by in some of the situations that I've been in my life.
Oh
But
yeah,
I've always come out safe and on top. And yeah, I've had some people that were more pillars of the community. They just can't believe where I'm at, what I'm doing, and why I'm doing that, and why I'm involved with these people.
because I think that this is how I feel, Kat.
Hey, Tori.
I feel like our work isn't inside the
Still sick.
church. That is to edify the body and to help us get strength. I think our work is out here with the people and helping the people and showing the people the love that we have received from God. And that I really feel like that's our only job is to show the love and kindness and care that our Heavenly Father has shown us. You know?
True.
Yes.
Very, very true,
Yes.
Mom.
And I don't think that the religious church aspect is ever going to change until
That's very
they
true.
see that love is the only way and the only thing that's going to change the world.
Yes.
And there's a portion in here about love too that was a real eye opener when I was reading that portion of the book. But each time we play it safe, we move farther away from our truest self. So if you're constantly playing it safe and not going outside and taking some risks of living your truest self, I feel as though you're going to die more and more
What's up,
inside.
Beer Gut?
What's up, Beer Gut?
Hey,
How you
Beer
doing, buddy?
Gut.
Beer Gut, stick around. We're having a good conversation.
We really
Yeah.
are.
You'll
Yeah.
like it. You'll like it, Beer Gut. It's right up your alley.
Yeah, so 200 of those 235 people said that they would tell their
Yeah.
younger selves to take more risks. Yeah, I took a lot of risks in my life, but I probably would have taken a lot more.
Cool. I think I should have taken a lot less. I
I'm
should
not
have
a
taken a
big.
lot less risk.
Oh,
What did you say?
Charlie is needing prayers, guys.
Oh,
Oh, Charlie,
Here.
we're all
I'm
praying
sorry,
for you,
Charlie.
buddy.
Prayers, Charlie. I'll take a minute, you all. Just a second.
No, you're good. You're good. Nah, chill.
that's cool. Yeah, so when you're going to go take a risk, you have to think of what's the best case scenario and what's the worst that it could be, and keep the best in front of you and just kind of push down the worst so that it's not right in the forefront.
Yeah.
And it makes taking that risk a whole lot easier.
Yeah. I'm not a big risk taker though, myself. And I don't think I'll regret it either because I don't know, I like playing it safe and I like having that peace, you know. I'm safe. But I guess I have been a risk taker in the past and maybe that's why I don't desire that as I get older, maybe.
Yeah,
Mm.
I was there too. Because when you're young, you do crazy stuff.
I
You
did
know?
Oh, a lot of crazy stuff.
Yes. Even that, I'm not even gonna lie. Like
Even to get weed. Like I
in
would
my
meet up
early
a whole
30s,
bunch of weirdos to get weed. You know?
Yeah.
I know one time I got in trouble with my
What's up,
dad,
country
and
boy?
he said
What's up, backyard?
he's trying to make this point
Don't
not
need.
to be a follower. And he said, if someone was going to go and jump off the bridge, would you follow them? And I just started laughing. And my father's just like, oh my gosh, tell me you were the one jumping and everybody was following. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you can't be doing this. You can't be doing all these crazy things. Yeah, like he just could not figure out. I had no fear of death. You know, I just had no fear of it and would do a lot of insane things. It's like this, she can't be my daughter. She just can't.
That's what my dad told me. That's what scared him the most about me and my younger brother was we had no fear.
Yeah.
And it was very dangerous, he said, in his eyes, that we didn't have any fear. And it worried him, is what he said.
We would always get in fights when we were kids, like the whole time, every day. I would sit next to somebody on the school bus. We having a conversation, and we get off the bus and we be fighting each other, like crazy, like that every
You should
single
have been
day.
a lawyer, McFly. You should have been a lawyer.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree with you there, Mountain
He
Mama.
knows it. He knows it.
Yeah, I told you in the book when I was a kid, I wrote I wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I represented myself though a couple times, and I won. I was like,
Who
I
jumped
bet-
on who
There
jumped
you
on
go.
you, Subi? I want to know now.
what?
Somebody jumped onto Subi.
Yeah, I think he was in somebody else's chat, and
Oh.
Oh, what happened? I was talking to someone else, and I don't know. She was there, and she decided to jump on me, Caroline.
I don't
Subi, hey
understand
y'all,
that. You know,
fuck
That's
them.
not cool.
Who did that, Subi?
it was the one we don't speak of, the one that the new channel's about.
Oh, toys.
Yeah, toys. That was toys. That's who
So
did that.
Hurt people, hurt people. You know.
Misfit is doing all this new stuff.
Mm.
Subi says it was in the old man's chat.
Who's the old man? Everybody's so cryptic nowadays. I don't know what's happening. Like in the old man's chat,
I'm with you, McFly. I'm with you.
one time around the clock. What the fuck does that even mean?
I did see that new
Jesus, I
channel. I
guess.
did see a couple of things.
Yeah, that was funny. The editing's pretty
Who's
good.
new channel?
There's
It's
a new channel going around. It's called Land O Misfit Toys, and it is
Oh.
someone who has had enough of somebody's crap, from what I can gather, and they are just putting everything out there. Tori, look, gloves. Tori, I'm wearing gloves. See?
Oh,
Tori was
finally.
Yeah, Tori was busting me about not wearing gloves. I told you I was going to sit here on the live and wear gloves. Here's the gloves.
You need to. Your fingers.
I
You
still
had no
can't feel
gloves
them.
on that live. I was like, really?
Eh,
How could you forget them? That was crazy.
I always take my gloves off because I can't feel nothing when I wear gloves.
the,
I
the,
like
And
the-
my hands get cold.
yeah, I just didn't want to go back into the house. I'm good. I'm good.
Well,
Yeah, I know,
think
Tori.
Cold
Right
hands, warm heart.
would be cold. Oh yeah. Cold hands, warm heart.
I wear gloves to even drive right now.
50s life.
Oh, do
Wait,
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's too
wait a
cold.
minute.
Hey,
Wait a
Wayne.
minute. Wait a minute. So all of this stuff happened in the old man's chat, which it says old man's 50s
50
life.
life. Yeah.
So she was in a chat for a bunch of guys trolling. That's what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't even want to talk about this. This is ridiculous. It really is.
Yeah.
I don't even. Why? Why do people have to cause drama like that? Why do
Yeah.
people have to bully people like that?
Because they're
Why?
not happy. Not happy.
Exactly.
They are not happy.
What's going on, Wayne?
Hey,
Peace,
Wayne.
That's why
Yeah,
I say self-hatred is the worst kind of hatred.
It
Yes.
really is.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, the Lando Misfit Toys was in here.
Yeah.
Lando, you still out there? I have a
Yeah,
feeling Lando's always watching.
Lando.
he just said, Subi, what happened with that fake, you know what?
Kathy was talking to us about this cool book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll put it up again. That's the cool book. Right. So
And
yeah.
it's a very nice discussion. Very
It
nice.
is. It's so intense. So sometimes our regrets really remind us of what really matters, and perhaps what often determines our happiness in life is the step we take after a setback. Like that's intense. The step that we take after a setback. And sometimes for me, if I'm having a setback, I really have to think about what the next step should be. Like I know, Jack, for you, you had like real intense things going on there for a while, and I'm like, I couldn't imagine what the next step would be.
Still do, Cat.
Oh, do you?
Still
Yeah,
do.
Sometimes if it gets overwhelming, I just try not to even think about the next step, you know? I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know. If I don't think about it, I don't worry about it.
That's where I
You
go minute by minute.
If
When
I
I'm
don't
there.
have any
And
control
that's
over
why
the
people drink alcohol.
situation, I can't worry about the situation, because I'll
Yeah.
be worrying myself to death because I can't
Yes.
control it.
Yes.
And as humans, we want to control everything.
Yeah.
We just want to be in control. And when we ain't, that's when we start panicking. That's when we start thinking, oh God, what's next?
True.
It's a very, it keeps you in a worried state. Not
Yeah.
know. But if you trust in God, and I'm a firm believer in that, if you put your trust in God, and He will show you that He can be trusted, that He's faithful, without a shadow of doubt, you're going to be okay no matter what comes your way.
Yes.
And you just know that. You have a sense of that when things come against you.
Yes.
Yeah, and you could really figure out what the next step's going to be, even without thinking about it when you're talking about God and just giving it to Him,
Yeah.
which I have done before because I'm just like, I have no clue. Like, I really have no
Yes.
clue. I don't, like you said, Mountain Mama, I don't want to think about it.
Turn
Like,
the TV off.
take it over. TV. I don't
Yes.
even own a television.
I wasn't meaning an actual TV. I mean, like, turn the brain
Turn the
off.
brain
I'll
down.
turn the brain
Yeah.
off. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Turn the
And see,
TV off.
I had a real problem with that. I've got to where I had insomnia. I couldn't
Oh,
sleep. My
Yeah.
brain just didn't shut down. And when I started giving little things to God, I started feeling a little lighter and a little lighter, and the weights started lifting little by little, and I got to where I could sleep, and stuff wasn't pulling me and worrying me to the point where I couldn't anymore. And I just started being honest with myself about myself too. You know,
mm-hmm.
Instead
Yeah.
of trying to blame everybody else for my problems and where I was in life, I started putting that blame on myself because the decisions I made in my life put me in the position that I'm in my life, you know?
That makes a lot of sense.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very intense. So this was one that we were talking about earlier. The third secret that these 235 people spoke about, over 200 of them said, you have to become love. And we're not talking about just an emotion, but you have to actually become love. So at the end of our lives, when we only have a short time left, love is really the only thing that we'll care about. It's the only thing that we'll want to give back to everyone. So we have to become love. So what would be your interpretation of what is becoming love? Oh, that's good, Tori.
Yes. Becoming love.
Mm-hmm.
What I had to do is pray and ask God to see people with His eyes instead of my own.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Looking at people with my natural eye, I wanted to pass judgment, and I wanted to be mean, you know. But I had to pray and ask God to show me people with His eyes. And now I look at people and try to figure out what happened in their life that made them who they are. And, and I think that has a lot to do with being love instead of, just looking at people and trying to figure out why they are the way they are instead of judging them. Because a lot of times they've been through some traumatic things that's made them who they are. And loving them despite all that, I think that's true love, you know?
It's
Yeah.
hard, though. It's hard.
Yeah, it is. But with God, all things are possible, you know? And this world has hardened our hearts, like made us desensitized to so many things I think it's important to get back to the root of things and back on track with God so we can find that love, not only for others, but for ourselves too. You know,
Very
Yes.
true.
Yes. Kat's writing all this down.
I'm hey, I've got my cheat sheet notes. What I like to do with some books, such as this one, is I like to do notes, and I will do a brief outline of it just to keep and be able to study for myself again, without having to read the whole book. It's kind of like having, back in the day, we used to have Cliff Notes.
Yes.
yeah.
And okay, so Jack, you remember those?
Yep.
Esther?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were very, very helpful. So that's kind of what I make up.
Or the book for dummies.
Yeah.
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 What's up, 99th? How you doing, buddy?
I do that with the Bible. When I'm reading my Bible, I make an outline and, important things that I think is important.
Mhm. Yeah. I also, when I'm doing devotions, I also write down when I'm doing my devotionals, I look at it like people have different mindsets when they're doing it. When I'm doing mine, I have 7 children and 18 grandchildren. So when I'm doing mine, my mindset is on, I want to leave this notebook of what I'm learning from my devotions today for my children and grandchildren. So it's kind of like, what do I want to include from these scriptures
Yes.
that I'm
And
reading for them?
that's what I do too, because you know that they're going to want to look at what you wrote down.
Exactly.
And they'll hold on to it because it's the last little bit that you wrote. So I try to write down the things that I think that will strengthen them and encourage them, later on. The things that strengthen me and encourage me. I even do that with my YouTube. That's why I post what I post. It's little things that's encouraged me and uplifted me. So I post them because I know it has to uplift somebody else. And if I can just help one person or put a smile on one person's face,
Yes.
my goal for that day is done.
Yep. That's perfect
Oh yeah.
way of looking at it. So one of the first ways to love, which a lot of people do not do this, is you have to love yourself.
Yes. I always say that.
Ourselves
Me too.
first. Because if we don't love ourselves first, we can portray that love to anyone else. If we hate ourselves, that's not going to help anyone. That's just going to be a real negative thing for other people. So we have to really choose to be a loving person, and choose a life of love. Love ourselves first. Like, be careful what you feed yourself. And you want to make sure that you choose to plant flowers, not weeds.
Yes.
And the cool thing is, we have the power to replace unworthy thoughts with worthy thoughts. That's something that I really love about loving ourselves.
Yes. And I am a firm believer in that. I think if you can't love yourself, you cannot love anybody else.
Exactly.
And I also think if you don't love yourself, that you're a miserable person and you attract that kind of energy, the negative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to be acceptant and honest with yourself first,
Yeah, you have to make it a priority, like to make love a priority in your life.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's sad because some people, they get very resentful when they start to realize how loving of a person you are, and how you show love, and how you like to be involved in people's lives in ways that they aren't really used to.
Yeah.
So you just have to, like, for me, I'm a firm believer that happy people, like really truly happy people that like to smile a lot and portray a smile to other people, because some people are like, oh my gosh, no one's ever smiled at me, or
Yeah.
said good morning. That they have a way of developing very deep personal relationships in
Yeah.
their lives. I believe that.
Meaningful relationships.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, hello, Miss Rainey.
Hey,
How
Miss
are
Hey,
Rainey,
you?
what's
Rainey.
going on? How you doing?
Hey, what's happening, Miss Rainey and Roadhead Hunter?
And Land of Misfit Toys, Devil on my shoulder.
Land of
Jake,
Misfit twice in there. Hell yeah.
What's going on, Lana Misfit?
Yeah, we got a crew up in here now.
yeah, how
Yeah.
is everyone? We're having a good discussion tonight about
Yeah, this is a pretty
love.
deep one.
Yes, it is a really good discussion.
It's amazing when I worked at the courthouse and you're walking around Courthouse Square, and I would be with like a coworker and people that she would never have ever thought to associate something to me. And I'd say, oh, you know what? Get back to me after work. If I didn't have what they needed. And she's like, why would you speak to these people? I'm like, well, they're human beings. I have my regulars that I talk to and that know if I could help them, I will.
Mm-hmm.
And they just looked at them with such disgust. But these
Yeah.
people have such interesting stories sometimes.
Yes,
So
and that's me. I love hearing the stories.
Yeah.
And I love hearing people's story, where they came from, because that lets me know why they are the way they are, and it helps me understand them better, and it helps me love them better, It helps me know what to do,
And they're interesting, like some of the positions they've had in life and jobs that they've done in their life. It's
Yes.
just incredible.
And a lot of them are like military, ex-military,
Yes.
and their
Yeah.
stories are just some of them's horrendous and very sad,
Yeah.
But I think it's very important that we learn to love ourselves first.
Yeah.
I had a friend, Rocky, that he went in the military, and before he left, he actually, when I was living in Westchester, he came up there and visited me. And then he didn't tell his parents he signed up, and he just was missing. Everybody kept hitting me up. I didn't know where the guy went. And then when he came back, I saw him, and he seemed like everything was cool. And he said he was doing tattoos, and I got his number, and then I left him. And then this after he came back, and then that night he took his life, and it's crazy, yeah. And I got his number. It was nuts. I woke up in the morning, my mom was like screaming like, "Oh, that Rocky guy took his life," and I was like, "I just saw him last night." So it's crazy like that sometimes,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've talked to a lot of people like that right before they passed
Oh.
away and stuff, and it's like been weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just makes you think
that
how
is.
fragile life is, and how sometimes you never know if you're having your last conversation with somebody or not,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just reconnecting with them, and you would have never thought anything like that was going on. You're just chatting like you normally would, and then bam, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of
Really?
the things that when we choose to love, this really surprised me. I didn't realize this. They found this in a study. When we choose to love, each act of love is dispersed for 7 generations. In other words, it's passed down 7 generations. Like, that's crazy to think that.
Oh yeah.
just by being kind to someone or having a spirit of giving or saying a kind word or saying thank you, like especially military people, like thank you for your service.
Yes.
That it goes 7 generations.
That's something, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's intense.
Oh yeah, Caroline's got this. She's one of the strongest women I know.
Yeah. Same thing happened to me, McFly. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, so you never know, you know. So that's why I try to treat people kind, and because you don't know what people are going through, you know.
So,
No, you don't.
and you know, like I said, it goes back to you never know what made that person be hateful or the way they are because they could have had a terrible day or anything. And the thing I always think about is my words could be the last words that person hears before they decide to do something very stupid, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I try to always be kind and always show love. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
true.
Abigail, you're so welcome.
thank you, Abigail. Howdy.
So the fourth secret that they talk about in the book, live the moment because it goes by so fast. Just live in the moment.
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
Like don't judge our lives, but live them fully. Don't live in the past. Like it's so crazy to me how people could really seriously live in the past for so long.
I got friends like that I'll bump into, and that's all they want to talk about is the past. And I'm like, all right, you know, like, yeah,
Yeah.
remember that time we did this? You know, that was crazy. I'm like, yeah, that was cool, man. And they just keep talking about the same shit over and over again. I'm like, damn, man.
Nothing new happened in your life since then. Like, come on. And don't live in
That's
the
true.
future. Like live for the moment. Enjoy the moment.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like tomorrow has worries of its own, and we don't
Right.
know if we'll even see tomorrow or not. So why worry about it?
True. Very
We're
true.
not promised tomorrow. We're not promised our next breath.
Mm-mm.
No.
So
No,
really,
no.
just live in the moment. Enjoy that moment.
Yes.
Yep, because each day is a gift in and of itself,
Yes.
and we need to enjoy it more. And the power that we have, which is really exciting, is that in each moment we can choose contentment and happiness. We have the power to choose that, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody echoing a little bit.
I heard an echo.
Echo, echo. I don't
Not
think
me.
Not me either.
On me.
it's weird.
It is weird.
I didn't hear an echo.
Yeah, you'll have this.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
Susie,
so
that stinks.
Yes, Wayne. Yeah.
I can't see any of the chat.
Hit that comment button. Not
Yeah.
the private chat button, but there's a comment button you can
Oh,
and it'll
okay. There's everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was on the other one. Very true.
Oh, Bill, that's exactly right. You see Bill's
Very
comment?
true.
Bullies
Yes.
are just insecure little people.
They really
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Amen to that.
Love you, Caroline.
Wayne, I love what you say. Learn from the past.
Prepare
That's
for the
great. Prepare
future.
for the future and live for today.
Oh,
Yes.
Wayne is a wealth of information, let me
Yeah.
tell you.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
Wayne's a good
very
dude.
wise.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cat, I'll send you Wayne's links. You got to get on one of his lives one of these
Okay.
nights.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Oh, we love you too, Abigail.
Yeah. So happy people are fully here wherever they are, whatever they are doing. Happy people are definitely fully in the moment. And that sometimes can get people very angry. I
Yeah.
I've been very happy, and sometimes at the most saddest points in life. Well, why are you so happy? Well, there's a lot to be happy. They had a wonderful life, or they asked me to pray for this for so long, and it finally happened. And sometimes people just don't get it that happy people are really here. We're doing what we're doing, enjoying life.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, Kat. I'm just
He's laughing at me.
yes.
I'm laughing at me.
And I was laughing at McFly.
Yeah, I blow my nose. I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are being mean.
Might want to mute that mic, buddy. Sorry. Anyway.
We're all family. If we can't read each other, then
Yeah, exactly.
My bad, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't breathe.
You're
you're
fine,
okay.
buddy. You're sick. Thank you for being here, McFly. Seriously.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for even coming.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, it's just weird.
You
It
need some
comes in
Vicks
waves.
on your nose.
Yeah, the Vicks
Yeah.
and the nose really helps.
I've
No,
been
definitely.
eating honey because I think honey helps.
It
Honey
does.
does help.
Yeah, the throat. It definitely helps the throat.
Hell yeah.
Something that the book talked about that I found very intriguing was to count each day as a separate life.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Count each day as a separate life. That was very intense.
Starting to snow. So it's starting to snow there.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Wayne is the best.
Hope we
Cat
don't
D
get no
is
more
the
snow
best.
here.
She's a well of information too. We're learning a lot.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
very much, Kat, for coming on. Thank you
for
very
real.
much.
oh, you're so welcome.
I'm enjoying this.
I just really found so much positivity in this book, and just a wealth of knowing that I'm doing it right. Like, I don't know how to put it.
It just feels nice knowing that you're on the right path.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
And knowing that others, you got confirmation from others, not just one or two, but 1,000, 1,000
Yeah.
different people that share the same insight that you do. And it's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's like bringing together people all over the world for one purpose, one cause. And it is. It's amazing, and it is hard to put into words, but it is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I would like to talk about Bill's comment.
What?
Yeah, me too.
Let's see.
Okay, I got a question. Wayne and others, no, I'm not in any way religious. I can sit and listen to all of your perspectives and don't judge. Why is it that those who have religion are the first to judge?
But I think because to me that's not real when they pass judgment. I don't think they have a hold of the real thing.
Yes.
Because when you have a hold of the real thing, you do not want to judge anyone, and you don't want to hurt anyone
Yes.
in any way, and passing judgment on someone will hurt you.
Yes.
So
I mean, everybody judges everybody. The religious list. Everybody passes judgment. You know what I mean?
well,
So
not
there might be a whole bunch of people who go to a church that are judging you, but are they really religious because they go to that church?
right.
Yeah, true.
Just because they're in there and they're saying they're religious doesn't mean well. And myself, I'm not a part of religion. I don't believe in that at all. The man-made, the man-made religion, the rules. I follow the word of God.
Not the buildings and the bylaws and everything else that man's created, because
Right. I just follow the word of God.
yes,
And I just try to be better today than what I was yesterday. And I'm growing,
Very true.
you know, and I'm thankful for that.
yes,
So, I mean, Bill, I'm sorry that people have put you through that. I really have. I mean, I really am. But, like, to me, that's fake, you know, a person claiming to be something they're really not.
so I like Wayne's retort to that is Bill, organized religion can have folks who are nice every Sunday and don't live by the word, which is very, very, very true.
And it
Okay.
is. That's
Some
all. It's
people,
an
it's just
organization.
it's
And that's
just a
what we,
routine for certain people, you know, like
you
going
know,
to this church and meeting up with these people on these days. It's just their routine, you know. Just because they do this routine better than other people doesn't mean they're more religious, you know. It just means they're good at their routine.
Caroline, you're right. That is so right. I say that all the
Yes.
time. You have a fresh start every day. You can start over and make your life whatever you want it to right now, today. You can do
Yes.
that yourself, you know?
Absolutely.
Kat, you got a little shout out from Wayne there. Wayne says,
Yeah.
Kat, I really enjoy like what you are saying
Oh,
this evening, by the way.
oh, okay.
There
Yeah,
you go.
it's just an extremely interesting way to look at things, and one of the things to really live in the moment is we have to train our mind. We have to learn to meditate, which could take some time, and just learn to train your mind to be right there in the moment. Because a lot of times you could be out and about with a whole bunch of people, and your body's there, but your brain is in the future. It's not even relating to what's going on in the present moment. And the present moment is the only moment that we have power over. So we have to really live in the moment. And it's easier said than done. Like, it's easy to say to live in the moment, but it can be very hard to do, especially when your brain is trying to
Oh,
go forward.
On
well, and
autopilot.
like I said, we've been indoctrinated, so we have to kind of retrain our brain,
Yeah. Yeah, we
what
do.
we've been taught, into new things. And that's hard, you know? Like you said, it's hard to learn to meditate and change the way you think.
Mm-hmm.
What's up,
Very
Hello,
true.
Speedy?
Speedy.
How you
Hey,
doing, Speedy?
Phoenix.
Hey, Speedy.
Oh, Phoenix, what's going on? How you doing?
Oh,
Hey,
Phoenix, don't
yeah.
Phoenix.
forget the double tap. Phoenix, double tap. Double tap.
Say get them zombies. Double tap.
Double tap. And Wayne, you're absolutely right. Anticipation can cause anxiety. Yes.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life causes anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and we could choose contentment anytime. We could choose happiness at any time. We just have to rise and shine. Life is what you make it. You can make it pleasurable and happy, or just be negative and nasty.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
seriously, incognito, it's like 68. I'm lucky it's up to 24. I'm like so excited.
Yeah, I'm like frozen.
I can't believe it's 24. It was 12, but now it's 24.
I will be right back, guys.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll
No
wait for the
problem.
Okay.
gift secret till you get back.
It's 28 degrees here.
Oh, I hate to even
Nice.
see
That's
what it
pretty.
is here.
It feels cold.
Check. Oh, it is 21 degrees here, buddy.
See, it's a
So
little bit
it's
warmer
older
in
here.
Philly.
And Kat, what do you got?
24.
Oh, it's not bad.
And Chester's at 28. So we're almost parallel to one another.
That's like I always say, Chester, it's always a little bit warmer in Chester's area, but it's always so much windier. I think it makes it feel colder even if it's warmer.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's true.
that
Yeah.
would be very true.
Yeah.
Wow,
30
30
days in
in
Georgia. Wow.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's not
Georgia, Georgia. I remember that song. I don't want to get in trouble for singing it on here, though.
Oh,
It's funny like that on here.
I don't know, McFly. I mean, you can rap really good. Can you sing though? Can you belt those notes?
No, not when
No.
I'm sick. No, it's not happening.
Yeah, definitely not when you're sick.
no,
No,
he
Cat.
doesn't.
Cat, you should hear McFly. McFly has some serious skill. He does. McFly,
I
you
would
gotta
love to hear it.
you McFly, you gotta get up there and start rapping with like Tom McDonald or something, man. That's where we gotta get you.
I would love to do that. I would love to meet that dude.
Yeah. No, not meet him. Collab, dude. You
Yeah,
need McFly on a track. That's what I think.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it would definitely be cool.
I haven't made a song in a little bit, so I gotta get back and start doing some music again.
I really, I'm not even joking. I would love to do a collab song with you, man. Just get like a drum beat
Oh,
and do
yes.
like a rap metal thing. No, because I did that years ago and it came out really good. And I've always been wanted to like do it with a better artist than what I originally did it with. And McFly, you got skill, man. So I'd be
Yeah,
honored to do something like that, you know?
I'm down,
Nice.
100%.
Nice. Don't mind me. I gotta plug stuff in. I got phones dying and
No, you can't have them dying.
yeah.
I'm sitting next to the outlet right now myself.
Yeah, Speedy, someone just accidentally hit the wrong button. I almost do it all the time. I go to highlight somebody's comment and almost block them.
I did it before actually during an episode. I ended it because I hit the end. I hit the end button by
Really?
accident. Yeah, 'cause I tried to hit refresh. The refresh button was right, like in the same place. Yeah, it's like literally like it wasn't that far apart. So I hit like instead of hitting that circle refresh button, I hit the end button. I was like, oh fuck! So we had to do like 2 episodes that one night. It's kind of bullshit.
Jason is something
What up,
else.
Jason?
So you're Uncle McFly, huh? You're Uncle McFly and I'm Uncle Jack.
I'll take that.
Well, listen, Jason F. Right down here. This is your aunt, Cat D.
Oh, yeah,
If we're the uncle, she's the aunt.
for sure.
Yeah.
That ant.
That aunt. I had a friend that used to tell me that joke all the time, Bobby. Bobcat.
Bobcat.
Auntie. There you go. It's official.
What you mean?
Uncle Jack.
Yep.
Oh, crazy.
It's 12. It feels like 6. That's crazy. Yeah, it needs to warm up, but I don't know. Tomorrow, I kind of wish it's cold because the Eagles are playing tomorrow, and I want it to be as terrible for the Commanders as possible. They say that young quarterback, the reason he's doing good is because like he practices with like some kind of virtual reality headset every day that lets him like practice plays and stuff. So they say he's like ahead of everybody. I don't know. That sounds crazy, don't it? Sound like a Rocky like 4, like the way he was like practicing that Russian dude. Like,
Oh yeah.
Phoenix,
unrealistic.
I will have to fix that. As soon as I figure that out. That
Caroline.
was an accident.
Caroline. Hang on a minute.
What's happening?
An accident happened, but I'll fix it when I can. I
Where
can't get
did
into it.
Mountain Mama go? She's here.
I'm right here.
And you are back. Oh, cute, Jack.
I'm not Jack. I'm the devil.
Oh no.
Oh
No.
no.
I'm not Jack. Hey, Caroline wanted me instead of Jack, so you get what you get.
Did we fix that?
Fix what?
I don't know. It's everywhere. What's happening?
Okay. I think it is. I'm not
I
sure.
can see Phoenix now, so
Yeah. I can too. Okay.
Okay. So we didn't want to do the last one from this book. So the fifth secret, and I love this one. Give more than you take. That is such a simple one.
Yes.
Greatest pleasure in life is seeing that you make something better and giving more to others than what you take. It's just so simple.
You got to give in order to receive.
Ah, that's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Be of service and be charitable. And I
I
think so many
really,
people on this podcast, they're always so giving of themselves.
yes, I enjoy giving. It's a blessing to me because I don't know. It's just a blessing to be able to help, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoy. I enjoy. Good night, Phoenix. Stay safe and stay blessed. But I just enjoy seeing people smile, and knowing that I can do that makes it even better.
Yeah. 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 So what matters is how we treat each other and how we take care of each other too.
Yes,
Exactly.
I say that too a lot. It's everybody. If everybody would just slow down and take a minute and be more compassionate to their fellow man,
yes,
Mhm.
it'd be a whole lot better place.
yes,
And understand that, like, the people in higher powers are going to take care of themselves. Let's not depend on them because they're going to do whatever they have to take care of themselves. So we need to take care of one another and help one another.
Are you sure, Mama? That's what Carolyn said.
I
Yeah.
think
Very true.
I think so.
Yeah, I think through the simple act of paying attention to the needs around us, that as we do service, change could really occur for a lot of people.
yes,
And I think in this forum, a lot of that happens through the discussion in the chat and that type of thing.
Yeah.
And we have to
yes.
really
She is wise.
think of when you're going through life, you really have to think of which secret really needs your attention right now. Is it the first one of being true to yourself, or the second of leaving no regrets? Maybe it's the third, to become love, the fourth, living for the moment, or the fifth, giving more than you take. And I just want to read this little poem here because it's so true. I've seen it happen so many times, especially with a lot of my students. Be careful of your thoughts, because your thoughts become your words.
Yes.
Be careful of your words, because your words become your actions. Be careful of your actions, because your actions become your habits. Be careful of your habits, because your habits become your character. And your character becomes your destiny.
Stay
And
safe and stay blessed, Nacho. Thank you for
Yeah, Nacho.
yes.
Peace out, buddy.
Good night,
Come
Wayne.
back if you want to come back.
Yeah.
So yeah, very interesting book to read for sure.
It sounds like it.
It definitely.
And I mean, we've learned a lot just tonight from
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
a little bit of it. So I'm sure it's an amazing book.
I love the library. The library is like there's thousands and thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of books there to read. And I just love going to the library. I have another one that I'm reading right now that
I
has,
love to read and study on things.
oh, me too. I
It
really do.
keeps the mind busy.
Yes.
And
Thank
I
you.
do. The older I get, the more I understand that idle hands is truly the devil's handiwork. You know,
Yes.
if you
Mm,
don't keep
yeah.
your mind busy and stuff, it starts to wander. And then when you start wandering, you'll wander into things that you're not supposed to be into. So I do believe that.
Yeah, keeping your hands busy and like you said, keeping your mind busy. It's so sad to see when people are getting older in their 60s and 70s and 80s and even their 90s that they don't really do anything to keep their mind active and to keep active in the community, and they just kind of, I don't know, they go off into themselves. Where I live right now currently, there are people in this building that have not been out of their homes in years and years. The only time that they will leave their home is if they absolutely have to go to a doctor's visit. Other than that, a lot of the doctors come to them. So
Yeah.
they don't even have to leave their house.
Well, that's how it's getting to be now. People can go to doctors online, do a video conference
Yes.
and stuff
Yeah.
now. Like, my mom, she hasn't really been out of the house a lot in probably about, I would like to say 6 years or longer. But my mom has the beginning stages of like dementia and things. It's
A lot of them don't have that. They're just, if you ask them, why aren't you going out of your apartment? No, they don't go out of their apartment because they're afraid of the outside world coming in and like getting them sick. They don't
yeah,
want to leave
Yeah.
their apartment. I
it's like
couldn't
a
imagine
germophobia.
outside. I would be like,
They'd
no,
be terrified of me right now, then.
yeah.
See, I had
Oh,
to get
yeah.
over that kind of stuff. Work when I was single and I had my two kids. I had a like kind of like a germophobia, and I had to get over that. And I had to work regardless if people around me was sick. So I had to work through that, and I'm glad I did. You know, now I don't care, and it
Yes.
don't worry me. It used to worry me so bad though. Like it would keep me up at night if I was around someone sick that day, worried that I was going to get sick and make my family sick.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, your mind is a very powerful thing,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and you are the beast you feed. If you feed into anxiety, you're going to be
Mhm.
anxious. If you feed into negativity, you're going to be negative.
Yes.
So I try to feed into positivity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Your
agree.
mind can kill you, and it could also save you. You know,
Very
the
true.
pa- you know, a lot of people just have to figure out who they really are, and learn to be happy with themselves. And I think life could be better. You know.
Oh, Bill.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay. How do you know that going places you shouldn't be due to idle hands isn't what was planned for you?
Well, I mean,
Hmm.
it could. I'm. I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say with that. If you don't keep your mind busy, you start wondering about things that you shouldn't, honestly. And I'm a firm believer that God does put people in your path that you may need to help, but you shouldn't put people and things in your own path, because then God sometimes has to remove it out of your life, and it takes you longer to get where He intended you to be.
That's true.
So, just like the Israelites, they went on a trip that should have taken them, what, 6 or 9 days, and they was in the desert for 40 days.
40 years.
40
40
years.
years.
40
Yeah.
years.
Crazy.
Yeah, because they
I like
kept
over
making
here.
mistakes, you know.
Good night, Chester. Thank you, Phoenix.
I think I like to say that they had to get the Egypt off of them, and I say that about myself, about the world. You know, I went through some trying times. God had to get the Egypt off of me, had to get the worldly things out of me and off me for me to receive true freedom in Him, you know.
Ask me question. I'm very intuitive by nature and never meant to be disrespectful.
Oh,
Who
you're
is
not being
disrespectful?
disrespectful, Bill, at all.
No,
If
nobody's
you have
being
any
disrespectful.
questions, I don't mind to answer them at all. That's what we're here for. Iron sharpens iron. Your point of view is important to me because you can teach me something, I'm sure. We can learn stuff from each other. We all have a story, you know, and we've all came through some things, you know. Yeah, I think we have to fix that.
That's all that typing.
I had to fix that, Phoenix. That was an accident. So when I get off the stream, you know, yes, it was.
That's so weird that it came up 3 times. I sent it once and it.
Oh, because it's going to 3 different channels.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We see it 3 times, but they only see it once in each channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Gets
Yeah,
awareness.
definitely a very intense conversation this
Yeah,
evening.
Caroline, I missed that, what you said.
It's all good.
I'm so grateful that so many people had so many comments to bring to the table tonight too.
Yes,
Made it
Caroline, I
wonderful.
understand.
And it's crazy too, because right now I got the Rona, and there's a lot of people who had this thinking that they were just going to be fine, and you know, and they never got up the next day, or you know, a lot
Oh,
of. So it's
Oh,
crazy.
you feel you're fine.
Oh, I
You're
know that,
fine.
but I'm just saying it's crazy. They got Debo. That's how he passed away. I think about that. You know, from Friday.
You, Phoenix. But I got
no.
to figure this
Much
StreamYard
love,
out.
Phoenix.
Like when we get done, we're going to have to band together and figure something out.
That's fine. I
'Cause
think I got you.
yeah, I'm not sure how to fix it.
I think I got you. It's fine.
What
We'll figure it
happened?
out. We'll talk about it offline.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good. We got this.
Yes.
Wayne would like to come up and chat for a minute. I
Yeah,
told him
of course.
I told him where the link is, so hopefully he'll go to my page and go get the link
I
because it's still there.
can grab the link now.
All right, if you want to put it out there.
We got you.
Put it out to the world. Oh my God.
I didn't want to like do it like in the main beginning because we
I
had
know.
a guest and I wanted to hear what she had to say.
Yes.
Thank you for having me, you guys. I have done public speaking for many, many years. Jack, you probably don't know this about me, but it has been like not to do public speaking out in person since COVID hit. So this is like one of the first platforms I've had to do outside of doing private meetings.
Yeah.
To me, this is more of a public.
Yeah, and you done
Yeah.
one.
I really appreciate being able to come on and share my thoughts on that book and hear your
Yeah.
input and discussion on it.
That's what we started the podcast for, so everybody would have a voice in the community that could come up and talk about their thoughts and share with us, because we all, we're all searching
Hmm.
for knowledge.
Yeah.
We're all searching, and I think it's a beautiful thing when we can come together and share.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And we can learn and gain knowledge from one another, because not one of us is the same. So we've been through things in life and we've had different outtakes of it. So I would love to hear everybody's. That's why I'm so interested in everybody's stories, and because I can learn from you guys.
Mhm.
And I know that,
And we can learn from each other.
Yes.
Very true.
Yeah.
And we do.
We'll be here on
Hey,
Saturday.
Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Howdy,
Much
howdy.
love, brother. How you doing? Good to have you up here.
All right, how y'all doing?
We're
Good.
doing excellent.
Still
Wow.
sick.
I came
You're
to.
not Chester
All right.
Sick Fly up there.
Yeah.
I woke up around 6 p.m. So
How are you feeling? I don't know if-
I came to listen to Kat's wisdom.
Oh, thank you.
She is so smart, isn't she?
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I really do.
Well, I enjoy these conversations a
Usually
lot.
working this time of night, I'm like, I'm not working. I'm not like doing anything overseas. Usually I'm just like hanging out with you guys and listening. And sometimes I
Yeah.
can comment and sometimes I can't on Saturday night. So it was a real treat not to have to work tonight.
Yes, it was a real treat to have you and have your
Yeah.
thoughts,
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for coming up tonight.
Oh,
And
you
it-
were so welcome.
And it helps to know, like you said, that others are on the same journey
Hmm.
and on the same path. It really is encouraging.
Are you taking
Yeah.
off, Miss Kat?
Taking off.
Yeah.
No.
I'm off for the no off the no. I'm good.
Oh, so you're
Yeah,
I
staying
just
here.
finished
Yeah.
up. Came from. I'm just staying here, just chilling. Yeah, I don't have work, so I'm good.
Good.
I like it.
Good.
There
I
we
love
go.
it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, so really good conversation tonight.
It was.
Yeah.
Very enlightening, very educational.
Yes.
I think we all took something away from it, Kat.
Uncle
Yeah.
Wayne.
Oh, thank you.
And we need more conversations like this.
Yes.
Hold on. I think I'm. Okay. I was hearing y'all twice.
Yeah, you got to turn the volume down.
Well, no, I had two tabs open. I'm using my
Uh-huh.
computer actually. My
Right.
phone didn't have much battery, so I had the computer running on two tabs. So now I have one voice in my head. Well, other than the guy that resides in there.
Yeah, other than the other guys, huh?
That's funny.
Oh, Caroline says she loves you.
Oh, I love you, Caroline, so much. I'm so proud of you. I really
There
am.
you go.
I'm
You've
very
come a long way.
yes.
Got to keep up that good work.
And
So
she's
Caroline,
doing-
don't do too much at one time. You're taking on a lot of change, and
at once.
consume it as, just figure it like a meal. Consume it as you can. Don't try to do it all at one time, because it's becomes a
And try
lot.
to find like a outlet, like a hobby that you
Yes.
can put all that emotion and stuff into. All
Yes.
those thoughts and things. That's really good. That's
Mhm.
what I've learned.
Certainly
On
helps.
YouTube.
Well, quitting drinking and quitting cursing and doing all these things is wonderful. But
Yes.
just so, even my son, he comes over and spends the night, and he says, if I tell you I'm coming over, then I see that as a mandate, which I don't like mandates. So I told him, I said, son, if you tell me you're coming over and you don't, it's okay. So that way there's no pressure. So any trick you can tell yourself to not have so much pressure behind it. Like I quit smoking one time for 12 years, and the way I did it is I just called it something else. I said, well, I'm not going to purchase anymore right now. And that way the pressure was not there. It's like I can if I want, but not today. I don't want to, you know. So yeah, good on you, Caroline. You just got to find a way to make it easy.
Mhm. Exactly.
Pull the band-aid off.
Yeah, the proverbial band-aid.
Yes.
Whoa.
And it's okay, Caroline. If you did accidentally say that a few times today, you know, you're going through a lot of change.
Well, I don't know what I would do.
And
I would stop
evidently it bothers
cigarettes and
you.
cursing.
No. And
You know-
Rafferty made you do it, so
None of us know what
Referees.
none of us know what we can do until we're put to the test. That's the truth.
Very
And
true.
we're
Amen,
all
brother.
capable of a lot more than we give ourselves credit.
Yeah,
Definitely.
like that movie where that guy sawed his arm off with a butter knife.
oh my goodness.
That was real life, though.
No.
That happened in real
Seriously,
life.
that's
Fine.
gross.
Did that
Yeah.
really happen?
It
The
really
guy in the
happened.
cave.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was climbing in between rocks and he got himself wedged and he took like one of those little tiny pocket knives that you have that has like the nail
Oh
file on
my
it. The
I
one
know
goodness.
that's a
that
joke.
story.
That's not even real. Yeah. Well, there you go.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
James,
was a
James Franco played him in the movie, actually.
multi-tool, and it
Yes.
wasn't a very sharp blade. He had to
Yes.
break his bones before
Oh.
you could get
That
through.
had to hurt.
Oi. Oi.
That's a will to survive right there.
Yes.
That
man.
is. That really is.
Yes.
But you know, it's either, you know, saw it off or die.
Exactly.
That's your options.
You'd be
What
like
do you
them deer that caught between the two cliffs.
Do what?
The deer they caught between the two cliffs, and they get stuck there and they die. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You could be like that deer or cut your arm off.
Or you could cut. Yeah. I would be sawing that sucker off, wouldn't you, Wayne?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I said I would be sawing that sucker off. If it was sawed off or die.
I know, right?
Yes.
Um,
Oh, Charlie, you're right. And I think you're doing wonderful, Caroline. Today was just a bad day. Tomorrow you'll do better. I know it.
Exactly.
Very
We all
true.
got faith in you, Caroline.
Yes.
Bill, are you still here? Bill had some good. He brought up some good points.
Yes, he did. He really
Um,
did.
so
hey Moose man.
I'm good friends with Bill, and we chatted all night long, several nights. Miss Rainey kept her live stream open all night, and we got to know each other. And so, you know, his religious views, I don't judge. If someone tells you I'm a Christian, okay,
Mhm.
that to me is a warning sign. If they come up, hey, I'm Wayne, I'm a Christian, nice to meet you. Well, if you truly are, then your actions show who you are. You shouldn't have to say that. Like if
Exactly.
somebody says I'm not drunk, well, they probably are, or you know, they say,
That's true.
It is true.
A lot of people told me they're not drunk. We're fucking wasted.
yeah.
We love you, Caroline.
I'm not drunk at all. Like, yeah, you sure about that? Yeah.
So what Bill is encountering is, you know, organized religion has turned into something in a lot of churches, not all of them, that's not what God intended at all.
Well,
No.
let's just put it out there, Wayne. It is in all churches
Okay.
because they were all created. This, you know, it was an organization built to make the Catholics money, and it all
You
branched
can
out
buy
from
this T-shirt
Vatican.
right now that was autographed by Jesus himself. For 99.99.
You know, and in the
Wow.
Bible, Jesus was highly upset with that. He went in there and started flipping tables.
Oh, he
He told
flipped
him,
them
he
over.
made,
He didn't like that
yeah,
at all.
you've made my father's house a den of thieves.
And you
Yeah.
could buy those tables for
So
100.
it's no different in today's world than what it was back then. You know, it's an organization, it's a business.
Yes,
Yeah.
it really is, and that's not supposed to be that way.
Right.
So you got these people that sin 6 days a week, 6.5 days, and they go Sunday morning to church. They put on their suit. They got their family all dressed up. Kids be quiet, and they put the money in the pot. They listen to the preacher read, sing, and go drink beer. And which you can drink everything in moderation. You're fine, but they don't ingest the word. And there's a lot of subjects in the Bible that in school, the evangelists especially are taught what areas of the Bible to utilize to get more money for the organization.
Yes.
Where it's hard to find a church that will not skip over any scripture, you know, and sometimes, you know, Revelations, you got to put the fear in there too. It's not all happy go lucky, hold hands, everybody wins. No matter what you do, God will forgive you. Well,
That
I mean,
is a very
First thing, Todd.
controversial book when it comes to the church world, and a lot of churches won't even touch the book of Revelation.
no,
Notice that? Yep.
Me, from
And
my
that's
point of
the
view,
book we need to be in, because that's the times we're living in.
yes, that should be the main book taught. Everything should start at Revelation. I mean, not start, but it should be the one that we're focused on, and it's not.
Have
well,
you ever tried to start reading the Bible from Revelation backwards?
I have not.
No.
Try that.
I'll be honest. I read the Bible, and so when I started at the beginning, when I come across a word or something I didn't understand, I Googled it and learned it. And by the time I got to Revelations, I was, you know, understanding it pretty well. And I got pretty anxious reading it. It took me 3-4 times of stopping and starting in Revelations to get through it, because that's heavy, man.
It's intense.
Real
It's
heavy.
very intense.
And
The
so
book
I
of
think,
Revelation is a lot of symbolism, and I do believe that John was seeing things that he couldn't really describe because technology wasn't invented, your planes and all that. They didn't see none of that. So some of the beasts and things he was describing in Revelation, I do believe would be helicopters and things like that during war. You know, the way he describes things, like the scorpion tails and things like that.
that's an
And
interesting take.
Yes.
Do you
But
know
that's
that?
my
Go ahead.
take on it, you know.
Do you know if we went back in time, I think it's only like a few hundred years, maybe 400 years, you could go back and understand what people were saying language wise.
Hmm.
You know, look at the way the English language is from the time we were kids to now, the words we're using and whatnot. But anyway, back to Bill's point is, when someone's genuine and they love you for who you are, your faults, your good and your bad and your ugly, that's when you know you have a good person who actually lives by the word.
Yes.
You know, it has nothing to do whether they go to church or not.
Yes.
Right. It don't. It really don't.
You know, our body is considered a temple.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so I tried to look, I looked it up and I could not find anything in the Bible about a structure of a church, like a building, an actual physical place that you go. I think it was more of a gathering of people.
Of people, of
Yes.
like-minded people talking about the Lord and uplifting each other with the Word of God is what it was.
So I
It
think
didn't
it's
matter
been,
where they were. I think like a lot of times they were traveling and just, gathered together and had prayer wherever they were and talked,
sure.
you know.
Well, I told you, my dad told me, he said, he's like, name one business that you don't have to have anything for sale. All you got to sell is hot air. You don't have to pay taxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you make a good living. I was like, I don't know. It's like religion. He's like, that's all you need. They sell
That's-
hot air, and
I got-
they ain't paying taxes on it.
Yeah, that's right. So I gotta say something about Nacho. He's like, holy shit, is that Willie Nelson? I've heard that before. Man, you sound like Willie Nelson, man. So I'm good with that. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, I would be good with that.
Blue eyes crying in the rain.
Hey, listen to that voice.
What a good voice.
Yeah, I
Yep.
appreciate it.
Yep.
I'm so glad
I
everybody
do get a
came
little
out.
nasally though. I had a boat propeller go through my nose. I told you that. That'll affect your nose a little bit.
Yeah, a little, just a little way.
Yeah. It's a little crooked. I'm good with that. I don't have to look at myself. Yeah, it's everybody else's problem, not mine.
Well, the way I see it is I love myself.
Took me a long time to get there.
And
I
ain't
do love
nobody can
myself.
love me like me.
Oh, yeah.
You hear me?
I love myself too.
And once
Yes.
you get to loving yourself, you love others as you love yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Um,
That's what unlocks it. That's what allows you to love people like that. You have to be able to love yourself.
Yes. Caroline, me too. Me too.
Let's see. I'm trying to. So I got the computer so I could read the chat, but I still have to look down. I don't have it.
I
gotta
am
rig
making
something up.
myself a
Look,
coffee at 10
man.
o'clock at night.
Look at
I
the
am
camera.
right with you. Non-denominational. I don't believe in separation. I believe we're stronger in one mind, one accord. And denominations separate us
Yes, they do.
and keeps us divided.
Yes, they do.
Now, I would like to point out tithing. Most men brought that up. I do tithe, but I'll tell you where my money goes. If a family member needs help, or when we're able to, we got stuff going on right now, but when we're able to, we help those in need. There's a shelter up the road that helps battered women locally in my town. That's where I tithe when I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Tithing doesn't mean give it to the church. It
Right.
needs to go to the needy. So why not just go straight to the stores?
Yes.
And I think your family, you should help them when they're in need.
Yes.
You know.
And I feel exactly the same way. And I feel like tithing ain't only just money either. I think tithing can be your time
Oh yeah.
or anything like that, you know. If you
Yes.
take your time out to be with a fellow brother, then I think that's a tithe too.
Yeah, the time is the most precious gift you can give to someone.
Yes.
Very true.
Caroline, you are awesome.
Oh man.
Everybody's
Good
awesome.
job.
But
Who's
So-
down for some coffee?
yeah, I've got cold black coffee. out here.
I'll take some chicory.
Coming right up.
I'm drinking hot coffee right now.
No, some chicory.
We all know how much Jack loves his coffee.
Yes.
You got to have coffee.
Yeah.
Gotta have the coffee.
Excuse me.
You know what I really have to do? I have to
Exactly,
figure out how to
man.
put my. I got to figure out how to put a picture up instead of just having that white thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's odd.
You can go in online and you can do it.
Yeah. You can
Yeah, I don't
fix
think
your
I have a picture
avatar.
for that either.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
My
Yeah,
nose
me
is so
too.
stuffy. That's why I keep laying back.
Oh, Trojan, are you reaching out to Garlic?
Let's see chat here.
Well, Trojan, let me tell you something. I felt the exact same way. I did, and some of you guys know this. I literally kind of like shook my fist at the sky one day and said, "Well, God, if you're real, prove it." And I'm going to tell you right now, God removed all doubt from my mind in the existence. So I
Yeah.
believe. Also made me realize that I am not afraid of death. I
Yeah.
respect death, but I am no longer afraid of death.
Yeah.
And that to me is a blessing in itself.
So 99. I have something cool you can try. I was by myself in a house and really down years ago. And so I sat across from an empty chair and we're supposed to talk.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh, where'd
no.
he go?
Oh, right when it was getting good. He'll be
I
back.
know.
He'll be
Yeah.
Oh
back.
man.
That happens sometimes.
It says device not connected.
I don't know.
Stupid
I thought he said he was on the
conversation.
computer. Maybe something happened.
Yeah. Might have
He
kicked.
spent his time ran up in the coffee shop. Got to buy another latte. That's why a lot of those. That's why like Starbucks and all a lot of those places became popular because people who didn't have internet would go to those places in order to get access to internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
That
that's why
is
people
true.
are like, I don't mind paying $10 for a coffee drink as long as I have internet all day. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, really. That's why they charge so much for the coffee.
Yeah.
They're charging for the internet.
Smart though. They're making a lot of money.
Yes.
The internet, they only had to pay for once a month, but they had to pay for it coffee every week.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it stocked.
Oh, I love me some coffee.
I like cappuccino. And
Yeah,
I
I
am
love-
reminded very often that a cappuccino is not a coffee.
No. No, it's not.
Because I'm like, get my coffee, and
Well,
it's
it
not
is a
a
type
coffee.
of coffee. It's a type of coffee. It is a type of coffee.
Well, I'm just saying, you know what I mean if you pick it up for me.
It's
And I
not
say,
regular coffee, but it's a type of a coffee. It comes from a coffee bean. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, it's a shot of espresso.
It's coffee then.
Yeah.
There's a shot of espresso in cappuccinos.
See, that's why I like my latte. Four shots of espresso.
I don't think I could handle that.
Yes.
I remember
I'll
when
take
I
my
worked at a
Randy.
bagel place. I made a large cup of just shots. Just kept pouring on the shots.
That's not
Yeah.
good, McFly. That's not how you're supposed to do it, buddy.
No,
Four's
it
your
was,
limit.
Moose
Nah,
Man.
it was great. I didn't
Did you
sleep
guys
that
see
night
that?
before.
No,
Kept
what
me
what
awake.
Moose
That
Man do?
is awesome.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
And filled me with the Holy Spirit, and I was healed. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Moose Man. Thank you for that
Yes.
testimony. That's
Yes.
wow. Yeah, you certainly did have a purpose to fulfill. I can identify with that, Moose Man. Trust me.
Triple espresso, 2 pumps mocha, 2 pumps vanilla. Caroline, I bet you bounce off the walls.
That's what I was looking at.
Caroline, 4 espresso, 1 pump mocha, and light on the milk. There you go.
Or you could be like a black liar and say you're drinking coffee at nighttime, but really you're doing something else.
No, trust me, I'm really drinking coffee. Hey, Wayne's back.
How about now?
My nose keeps bleeding, but I
We
was
got
drinking
you.
coffee.
And then I'm
That's what he calls it. I gotta go
so
get in the bathroom and do my coffee.
I am gonna fiddle with getting on the tripod, but I do want to finish what I was telling 99.
Yes,
I
please do.
sat in a chair and looked at it empty. Said, God, do you mind if I just talk to you face to face? So I had a conversation with him like I would anybody, a human, sitting in my chair. And I'm telling you, I felt the presence of God. And my son-in-law did not believe in God at the time. And I don't gamble. I don't ever bet more than a nickel. So I told him, I said, do this. I'll bet a nickel that you will feel the presence of God if you do this. Talk to him like you would talking to me. Tell him your problems. Have faith in him and just be open, be quiet, no one else around, and see what happens. And I don't know, about a month later, that he comes up. We were working at the same spot, and he came up and handed me a nickel, and I was like, "What's this for, man?" And he reminded me, and I said, "Oh, you like that, did you?" And he's like, "Yeah." So,
Isn't that amazing?
if you
Yeah.
get in a alone,
Yeah.
quiet place and just talk to God, he listens to it. He listens to it. But if you're quiet and allow him to be there, don't have any distractions, then you will experience his presence, man. It's just pretty cool. It's really cool.
Yes.
I've seen too much. I know God is real. He's been
Yes.
there for me. And I can't count the number of times that he has gotten me out of pain like that. Like, I've been at a 9 on a pain scale here at home. And before I got done praying, he took away 90% of my pain. And one time I was praying and he wasn't taking away my pain. And I felt a two-way conversation going on. And it was like, Wayne, I have been patient with you. What are you going to do? And can't make a vow to God and not follow through. And so I actually said in the prayer, I said, I can't promise you.
Someone in here crying.
Huh?
Who's that? Somebody wrote. I had a troll. Didn't bother me the past couple of days on my page. Probably the same dude.
Joe Smith, 200,000 subs and hanging out with Losers Rochester.
And my friends. And you're the loser. I don't understand. It's that troll. I ask him how many subscribers he has. He never answers me.
Trolls be trolling. Who cares? Like I always say, don't feed the trolls. They'll starve.
Yeah, I
know?
don't care.
It's an idiot with nothing better to do.
I figure it's that dude. Sorry to ruin you guys' rhythm. I just seen that
No,
after the look.
listen, it's fine, man. Call it out when you see it, really.
Yeah.
You know?
Where's Caroline?
Yeah,
And-
seriously, where's Caroline when you need her?
Where's she at?
I gave her a wrench finally.
I'm glad. I was wondering.
Oh, where'd Wayne go?
Oh, now Wayne's gone. Wayne might be having technical difficulties there.
It's looking that way.
See?
Definitely looking that way.
If you look in the center here, it looks like a cross. See
Huh?
that? In the center between all of our squares.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Oh,
Oh, look at
yeah.
that.
That is so neat.
That's what I saw right away. I was like, that looks like a cross.
Wow.
We knew you was close by, Caroline.
There you go.
On my way.
That's
Oh,
funny. Becomes, what would it say? Becomes responsibility.
yes.
Oh man, I could breathe a little bit now. I had to lean back like that. It was terrible.
Oh, good. At least you're doing better.
I hate it.
Oh, is Wayne back? Wayne, are you there?
And that's
Well,
like Kanye's
trying to be here.
Instagram picture. I hear you.
Ah,
Can you hear
Caroline,
me?
you're awesome.
I
Yeah,
can hear
we
you.
can hear you.
I wonder
Okay.
if Joe ever goes live. Sorry,
Who?
Joe.
If,
How about now?
Joe?
My camera isn't picking up.
Who's
No,
Joe?
but
Anyway, I
we can
promised
hear
God
you.
I would
We
try
can
to
hear
do better.
you.
I promised God I would try to do better, and then He got me out of pain. I promised Him what I could do, and then He got me out of pain. So you have to give to get. Sometimes, God will help you out, help you out, help you out. But just reading the Word here lately, I have nailed myself down to try to read at least 5 minutes, 2 minutes a day, if nothing else, out of the Bible.
Good.
Fasting helps. Praying in a closet by yourself helps. My wife recently, I can't remember if I asked y'all to pray or not, but she was hurting real bad, and I asked a bunch of people to pray for her. And she got relieved of her pain.
That's cool.
She's had shingles before, and she thought that's what it was. And it was the next day, and she felt so much better. She's taking care of her brother, so I had a bunch of people pray for her, and lo and behold, there you go. She's good to go.
Good.
That's how I know God's real, part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think if everybody would take a step back and look at their life and where they were and look at where they are today, that they'll be able to see the hand of God in
I
their
like.
life, throughout their
I like.
life. Because if you're still here today, that's a blessing from God, because millions literally lost their lives in 2020,
Yes.
Yeah.
we're all still here. So that is another sign.
I like to sometimes go on, even on YouTube, and I like to listen to certain channels that are like God channel. Like there's this guy God Logic and stuff like that, and I like to listen to these guys and they break stuff down. So it's not like I'm reading the Bible, but I like to learn about stuff. From people
Right.
who are reading the Bible. So
Still the word
that's
of
what I like
God.
to do. Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea. Nick
Mhm.
V Ministries. He has no arms and no legs. Good guy to watch.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Tells
Oh,
you
the
happy he is.
Oh, my bad. No, I was gonna say there's a woman like that on the boardwalk of Atlantic City that had no arms and no legs, and I remember seeing her. That's what it reminded me of when you said that.
Oh, wow.
And she used to play the piano with her tongue. That lady on the boardwalk.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
That is impressive.
you're
Yeah.
pretty good too. She was on Oprah. She was actually she was on Oprah. That chick, like, isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Okay, Bill, why are you making Caroline swear? She's trying. You're not supposed to do
Come
that.
on, Bill. Be a nice guy.
Hmm.
Help a girl out.
Yeah, come on. Caroline's trying really hard. And Wade's right. That's a lot to take on all at once, Take too
Yeah.
many things on
Yeah.
at once. You're just making things a lot harder for yourself for no reason.
That's true.
You keep your mind set to a task, you get there eventually. You just got to keep picking away at it.
Ends up being a lot of bullshit for nothing. For real, for real.
Yeah. Wayne, you still there, brother? See Wayne keep bouncing in and out. I don't think he's still there though. Oh well.
This would be a good
Hey,
time to
Paul.
advertise
How are
for
you?
Starlink. Starlink always works.
Chester, we're talking about God, not your Friday night date, and then comment on her tongue.
You wish, Caroline. Oh man, I'm freezing out here.
Moose Man, I would absolutely love that. I really would.
Yeah, we would love to have you come up on the paddle.
Yes.
Where'd Jack go?
Yeah, he left.
I would love to hear everybody's story.
Dude,
I would love to have a panel where everybody come up and
there
told
he
their
is.
stories about God and things.
Yeah, Moose Man, you should come up now.
That would be awesome.
What did I miss while I was gone?
We were just looking for you.
Yeah, I was looking for you and JoJo. I haven't seen JoJo all day.
Did I get a Jack? Come back.
Carol,
I said, where the hell's Jack?
Oh,
I was like, where the hell's Jack at?
a lot of times, Carolyn, my sadness comes out in anger. So at least yours comes out in humor. I'm
Yeah.
learning to deal with my anger these days. And I don't even know where it came from. Like,
Mine comes from my mom.
mine doesn't. I had the best childhood. I really did. Lots of love, lots of happy memories. No reason to be an angry child at all, but I was. I don't know.
Caroline. You know, Caroline's always busting on me. Always, all the time. Caroline, you just really don't like me, do you?
That's the best stuff, man.
Exactly. Bill, you're right. You do what you gotta do, Carolyn. Don't ever change because we love you for who you are and just the way.
Exactly.
There you go, Caroline. Is that better, Caroline?
And switch to humor. There you go.
Yeah,
No,
I always say that humor is definitely the best medicine. Like if you're having a crappy day, there's nothing better than just someone trying to make you smile or laugh or no, Jack, I don't.
Caroline, I'm learning. I'm learning to not get angry and laugh about it.
Yeah.
I used to. It's like I fixed everything. I felt like I had to fix everything, and when I couldn't fix everything, then I would get angry. Not so much at anyone, just the situation and myself because I couldn't fix it. You know, and
Can't
that.
fix everything.
Well, I have always. It
There's
just
nothing wrong with trying.
it just seems like I have, but I really haven't. Like I realized my whole life I've depended on God to get me through everything. And so it wasn't me that was fixing things at all. It was God. You know?
Yeah.
I could relate to that.
Yes. Yes.
But God works through you. So it was you after all.
Well said, McFly. Moose
Yeah.
Man, what is a $10 word?
What is
is
a
it?
$2 word?
Yeah, what is a $10 word, Moose Man? Oh, Caroline, listen, I've been looking. I misplaced 2 of my vapes today, so please do it for me, Caroline. I'm an idiot and I don't know where I put anything.
I'm about to get that one of them nicotine things, man. Still haven't got it yet.
You got to. You got to get away from that smoking those cancer sticks, man.
Yeah.
I know. I see and had a dream about that, man. Like it was crazy because like this lady I just knew like passed away from cancer, and I had a dream about it, and so I was like, I got to get on this stuff. So I'm trying to get back on and quit again. You know.
Yes, yes, you got to do it. You listen to your dream, buddy. Let me tell you.
Oh, Wayne.
Here it is. It's
Sorry,
called
buddy.
VELO, and I got a coupon for them. Camel, I think,
Velo.
makes them. Yeah, it's like a
That's
nicotine
awesome.
pouch.
Huh.
They
I
have
think
like all these flavors, dragon fruit, and what should we call it? And citrus chill and wild berry. You know, I might get something like that.
hmm I think if we shed these things like cigarettes and addictions altogether, that you'll feel a lot lighter, a lot more free. It
Yes.
is literally something that bound you.
Yeah.
You don't
No.
realize it, in the moment, that when you're sitting at work and you really need a cigarette real bad, it's interrupting your day, you need a cigarette so bad,
Yep.
it's affecting your life
Yes.
Yeah.
and it's weighing you down.
Yes. You got to just give it up. So much
Yeah.
easier said than done. Trust me, I know.
It is. It's tough. You know.
Well, I told you guys I had to cross
My
over to
dad does-
vaping.
My dad uses humor as a coping. If he's sad or anything, he makes jokes, and sometimes it'll be at the worst times. But he's just trying to cope too, you know.
Yes. I completely get that. Ha, Bill, that's well said though. I mean, I smoked for a long time. I smoked for a really long time, over 20 years. And I'm at the point now where I can't even imagine like the smell of them turns me off. And there was a long time there where I would smell like a Marlboro Red or something, and it would just make my mouth water. And then so there's other times I'd smell a Newport, and I'd be like, "Who's smoking a joint?" Because that's what like it just smelled like to me after the fact, you know. But no, doesn't even smell good anymore. Like I like the smell of pipe tobacco and sometimes cigars, but I won't smoke it. I won't smoke it at all. It's too much. There's too much nicotine in every single cigarette, you know, whereas like when you vape, at least you have settings, you know, like Mountain Mama, you got one of those fancy ones where you can change the settings and stuff on it, right? It's got some kind of screen on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's, a lot of them have 3 different settings: one low, one normal, and one like that's real intense.
so for me, when I'll call it cross addicted from smoking cigarettes to vaping, I had to have two vapes on what I refer to as rage, and literally be sucking on both of them just to try and get that same nicotine quench that I would get from smoking like one Camel cigarette. And that's when I realized, because that took me about a week just to get myself under control, and it probably took me another 2 or 3 weeks before I was down to one vape. But that's when I realized just how much nicotine they stick in one cigarette. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, especially Newports. Man, Newports are strong cigarettes. They really are.
That's what I smoke.
Yep. Yep. Even when I smoked, man, they were way too much. And how about this too? Even when I smoked, secondhand smoke used to kill me. I was a smoker, and
Yes.
I'd be in a oh yeah, and I tell people like you got to roll the window down. They're like, "What are you talking about? You're a smoker." I'm like, "You are killing me with
Yeah.
your
It would
secondhand
burn.
smoke."
It used to burn my nose when I would
Yes,
smell. But I was a smoker, so I never understood that. I still don't.
the
I don't
secondhand
like the
smoke.
smell.
It's not the same smoke that like when you inhale and you exhale, you're pulling a bunch of stuff out of that smoke. Secondhand smoke from somebody else's cigarette, a lot of it is just coming off the cigarette. You know what I mean?
True.
Like when you're in a confined area like that, you can literally see the color difference. in the smoke. The smoke that you exhale is a different color than the stuff coming off the end of the cigarette. So that's what I always pertained it to. You know what I mean? I like the smell of OG Kush, says Caroline. I do too. I do too, Caroline. Rick is late to the
Rick.
party. Rick's on the other side of the world. It's tomorrow for Rick. He just woke up. It's tomorrow morning.
Well, I'm just glad he's here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Rick, for stopping by. Yeah, Rick is 16 hours ahead of the East Coast, I believe is what he said.
Wow.
Charlie.
Or-
Oh,
Well,
Charlie, funny.
we hit 2 hours. Do you guys want to end it now, or?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, we had a good conversation. We had Kat. Thank you very much for
Yes.
coming on and
Well,
talking
thank
about.
you for having me. I thoroughly enjoyed the talk.
Yes, I enjoyed the talk. I
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
enjoyed that.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's always a good time on the podcast, but it was
I really
Very-
enjoy getting in deep topic and deep subjects like that because not a lot of people do, you know.
yes.
Yeah. Very
Yes.
true.
And it's important. It's important to share the knowledge that we have with one another.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It can only help, you know.
Absolutely.
Well,
And,
I appreciate everybody for coming.
Everybody in the chat, thank you very much for showing up. Rick, I know you just got here and we're closing up shop. I'm sorry, buddy.
But we do
Um,
appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody else, 99th, Mike Ramsey, Charlie,
You better
Caroline.
say Caroline.
I said Caroline.
You better say-
Caroline and Rafferty Subaru.
It's just,
That's
I
all
don't know
my
how you
Rafferty.
get those Newports, man.
Rafferty Subaru. He said he knows that he's related to those people. I told you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no kidding.
Cool.
Yeah, I brought it up to him. I was like, yeah, I knew it.
Well, everybody stay safe and stay blessed.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yes.
having me. I really enjoyed it.
Thanks for coming up, Kat.
Yeah, Kat,
Appreciate
thank you
having
very
you.
much for coming on.
You're so welcome.
Well,
Good night, all.
I'll see everybody.